Hi guys, welcome. Good to see you. If this is your first time here, hope to see you again. Alright, so in the previous videos, there was a video that I made about get to know me. So today I'm gonna get into a get to know me video. I'll probably call it part 2. And again, if this is your first time here, this channel is a storytelling channel. However, the stories that I tell in this channel are basically based on my books, and I just relate it to events that are happening around us every day. For example, this is my book number 20. I just published this book last month on May 2022. So the title of the book is What Does Trust Mean to You? In the previous video, I think I gave you guys a story. I did give you guys a story about someone in this book, because this book also involves different stories about, I guess, people from different walks of life. Which is really nice, because sometimes you will read a book and you know exactly it's a one line of thought, but this is amazing because you're going to learn about different people's stories, different encounters, and it's probably, if it's something that you're going through or something that someone you know is going through, and you'll also get to know how these people in this story or in this book were able to go about it. Okay, and the other book was this one, and I think we did intensive review about this book, and the title of the book is Be True to Yourself, Are You a Loyal Friend? So any of my books are in any of the platforms that sells children books. You can also find it in Amazon, be it amazon.ca.com or whatnot. You will find my books there. Okay, now I'm just gonna go to get to know me, and some of the questions that came back from the previous get to know me is the fact that I did mention that I was a former beauty pageant winner. That was Miss Sudan, Canada. So just to clarify that question is the fact that I was Miss Sudan, Canada before South Sudan became a country, because I'm actually from the south. Okay, and if some of you recall, South Sudan became a country in 2011, and that was through a referendum. And I remember, having an active role in that referendum. I worked closely with the country director who was in charge of the referendum in Canada. His name is Ian Smith, and I think right after the referendum he had to go to India. I'm not sure which part of the world he's at right now, but and we did work with a lot of great team of both South Sudanese, non-South Sudanese, including a lot of Canadians, which was awesome. We did a lot of traveling within the city, and I think I worked closely with what was her name? Trudy? Wait, her name is Trudy? Wait, I don't know if her name was Trudy. I don't remember. But yeah, so we did travel with her a lot. I think we went to Kitchener and a few other cities in Ontario. And if you go to my old Facebook pictures, you'll see that I did have the ink when I voted for the referendum. Okay, so the other part that some of you don't know is that I'm actually from from the south. I come from a place called Western Equatoria in South Sudan. And if I can zoom it a little bit more, from a group or a tribe, some people don't want it when you call it tribe, from a tribe called Moru, M-O-R-U, that is the Moru tribe. So if you happen to go to Western Equatoria in South Sudan, you will most likely find people that look like me. But what most people don't know is South Sudan is actually very diverse, okay? And usually when you tell someone you're from South Sudan, like, oh, are you a Dinka or Inuer? Those are still very awesome group, but I guess they are known, or rather they have the face of the country in most cases, but there are a lot of other smaller, tribes in there. Trust me, you just have to look, you'll find us, okay? What else? Yeah, I didn't really fight for the war, but I had a different fight. As I mentioned, I had active role in the referendum here. They called it at the time out of country voting. Actually, if you look somewhere in YouTube, you should be able to find my voice. I did record the, what was the title? How to vote for the South Sudanese referendum. Actually, if you go to YouTube, you'll find. So we recorded that. I guess I did a voiceover for that. What else did I do for the country? Why am I talking like this? Anyways, well, I guess the point is I was too young to fight, but I did a different fight. The other contribution that I did is when we were done with the referendum, so there were the talks of, oh my God, we need a national anthem. We don't have a national anthem for the country. And a lot of amazing people, amazing South Sudanese, came up with the national anthem. For some reason, I don't know why some of them was not popular, but they were still good. And I think what most people didn't like in the other national anthem was they had a line about the land of milk and honey or something. So anyway, so there was a lot of uproar about, which national anthem should we go with? Yeah, so as a writer, I wrote the national anthem, but I had called it at the time alternative version to the South Sudan national anthem. It got a lot of mixed feelings, but a lot of great response. And it came alive in one of the forum at the time. It was called the, SPLA Diaspora, SPLA Diaspora. I don't know if the forum is still there. Yeah. So that was the main means of communication at the time when referendum was happening. So I remember when I first wrote the national anthem, I had it on my Facebook and also posted it in the SPLM diaspora, and it got, at least people loved it, but there were a few things that they would say, okay, if you write it like this, if you add this, if you add that. So I kept making the correction and posting it there. And there were also some teams from the group of amazing South Sudanese youth that I think some of them are now working with the Sud Institute in South Sudan. The Mary Lodara, I think, is she a minister now? The Hakims, people from Europe. We had group from Australia. We have group from everywhere, Canada. So everyone was, we all came together and brought that national anthem alive until it was sent. Who sent it to South Sudan? I guess we chose one person to send. I didn't send it personally, but we appointed someone that actually sent it to South Sudan. And I guess then they put it together with other anthems that was written. So that's how the South Sudan national anthem became alive right now. So I guess that was the only I guess that is my second contribution to the country so far. But That's all I can say about myself. And I'll be doing another get to know me. Wait for my part 3. Okay? That's it, and I'll see.
Yes. Kama tu atukupandishe we Mungu, tunaweza kupandisha naye.